It's a wooden wheel mounted on an axle deep in the rock. There's a slot in the front here. This must be the side entrance to the courtyard that Thomas mentioned. It won't budge. A pocket knife where only the corkscrew works. Someone's got their priorities right. A bottle of glue. A tent peg. According to the label, this is NaHCO3, which I think is a fancy way of saying baking powder. It dissolves in water to make a cleaning product. Maybe the Germans use it to clean their equipment. That's strange. The surface of the prayer wheel is lukewarm despite the cold. And it's no ordinary magnet. It attracts all kinds of metals.
The side entrance to the monastery is booby-trapped, and the thick stone door is firmly locked. Fenton will have to improvise once again if he wants to get into the monastery.
A loading platform. Operates the loading platform. A puddle of oil from the hydraulics. Damn, these Nazis sure do know how to organize and carry out an expedition. This lift was installed recently. It leads up to the monastery. I filled the eggshell with oil. These wires are connected to the detonators on the grenades. I can't get a good grip on it. A tent peg. It's a wooden wheel. There's a slot. It's a wooden wheel mounted on an axle deep in the rock. There's a slot in the front here.
The side entrance to the monastery is booby-trapped, and the thick stone door is firmly locked. Fenton will have to improvise once again if he wants to get into the monastery. The side entrance to the monastery
Vehicle tracks. They must transport equipment here for lifting up to the monastery. I hope letting her stay wasn't a mistake. Oh well, too late now. Besides, she might be able to help. Luckily, whatever monster of a bird built this is nowhere to be seen. From the speckling on the eggshell, I'd say it was a Himalayan griffon vulture. Probably. This must be the side entrance to the courtyard that Thomas mentioned. Even if I could reach it, I wouldn't want to switch it on. We don't need any attention. We've already got the gear. No point going up again. That's strange. The surface of the prayer wheel is lukewarm despite the cold. And it's no ordinary magnet. It attracts all kinds of metals. The upper sign reads monastery. The next one points down the valley to the camp. The lower two point to the west. Berlin and, Venice? How is it that a tent peg is more multi-purpose than a penknife? I've levered the signs off the post. Now the Germans will never know how to get home. 4 signboards. Maybe one of the signs would fit in the wheel slot. Great. That makes for a good handle. The sign makes a decent makeshift handle. I've got it turned a little, but I can't get the handle any further round. Okay, I'll stick a wooden sign in this slot too. It's only part way open. It might close behind us. And another handle is set. I can't get the wheel round any further without a new handle to push on. Well, that's the last sign. Perfect. It's come all the way around. Shh! Quiet.
Oh, you think?
I mean even quieter than before. There's a guard dog down there. It's probably more intelligent than the Germans we've come up against.
Relax. You're the one nattering away.
Well, we're definitely in the right place. This must be the courtyard Thomas talked about. According to him, the entrance to the secret chamber should be in the western wall.
So what now?
Same as before. You stay put, and I'll come up with something.
I'm giddy with anticipation.
A small snowdrift. It's a pulley. There's a tin down there. A makeshift table. Doesn't look very stable. An aluminium knapsack. Used to use these things in the army. No idea what this is. There's a cable leading to those lamps. But this thing is definitely too small to be a generator. We're about 3 meters up. We're about 3 meters up. The western wall. It's completely in shadow. The western wall. It's completely in shadow. We're about 3 meters up. A handsome Doberman. I'm actually a dog lover. It's just this dog doesn't look like he returns my affections. Story of my life. The dog's kennel. I can't reach the kennel from up here. Damn it. The noise from this rusty old winch is alerting the dog. Let's get this old thing oiled up. No, not you, Kim. Let's give it a crack. It's a pulley. There's a tin down there. Okay, I'll hang the prayer wheel on the pulley hook. Let's see what we can catch. Meat in a tin, the classy option. There's nothing down there I can reach with the pulley. It's ready to lower down the prayer wheel. An aluminium knapsack. Used to use these things. I can't reach it. Ugh, this meat is disgusting. Best before 2010? But I just brought it up here. A makeshift table. Doesn't look very stable. Can't reach it. Not the first time I've been confronted by this problem. A small snowdrift. But I just brought it. It's too small and light to bring down the snow. Ugh, this meat is disgusting. But I just Dogs aren't great tin openers. This is how they used to open things in the past. You'd think they'd invent the tin opener at the same time as the tin. Nasty. Should be a nice, quiet landing. Great. It's ready to lower down. Magnetic prayer wheel fishing. I love rescue missions. There's something interesting about this prayer wheel. I'll hold on to it. Let's see what's in this knapsack. A gas mask, a canteen, a compass, and a torch. The torch lens is broken and the battery's weak, but it's just about working. The torch lens. A small snowdrift. Can't reach it. It won't be enough to knock the snow down. A makeshift table. Doesn't look very stable. The seals and the filter appear to be in good shape. There's a fold-out magnifying glass on the lid of the compass. A torch and compass? Well, I guess I could replace the torch lens with the magnifying glass, bring things into focus a bit, but how can I attach them to one another? I'll spread some glue on the broken pieces of glass from the torch. There we go. The torchlight is now focused through the magnifying glass. I've got the magnifying glass acting as a torch lens. All right, let's get this bugger back in his house. Good boy. Now, stay. It doesn't look terribly stable, but I might actually be able to land on the ground without breaking every bone in my body. There's just one small problem, and it's called a Doberman. No idea what this is. There's a cable leading to those lamps, but this thing is definitely too small to be a generator. Not until the dog's out of the way. I can't see anything from here. I can't see anything from here. Can't reach it. Smells like fruity tea. These Germans know how to ruin a gentleman's drink. Let's have a sip. That was a mistake. It's sour. There's fruit tea in the canteen. I doubt that would be enough to bring down the snow. Always experiment in hopeless situations. The baking powder's bubbling and fizzing. It does say on the packet, avoid contact with acids. I suppose sour fruit tea does constitute an acid. That's what happens when you don't read the instructions. The canteen lid. The baking powder's foaming all over the place. It'll just bubble away in the snow. I need something with a bit more kick. Something a bit more Fenton Padlock. Nothing worth putting. The baking powder's foaming all over the place. It'll just bubble away in the snow. I need something with a bit more kick. Something a bit more Fenton Padlock. I can't screw it on too tight. The gas might make it explode. Which I assume would be bad if I'm still holding onto it. With the lid sealed tight, the canteen should blow in a few seconds. Should be enough to bring down that snowdrift right on top of the mud. Here goes. That cat in Hong Kong seems a long time ago now, but nonetheless, this makes the score Fenton 2, Animal World 0.
You're more intelligent than a dog. I can't think of any possible way to express my admiration more clearly.
Just hang on my every word. Ah, of course. The batteries died. Ah, of course. The batteries died. No idea what this is. There's a cable leading to those lamps. But this thing is definitely too small to be a generator.
Real adventurers love a challenge. You have the chance to try the more difficult version of this riddle. Can you handle it?
This box is a giant battery. Impressive equipment, but what the hell is this? I thought Germans were supposed to be efficient. If I can get these connected properly, we should be able to shed some light on the situation. Okay, which socket? Plugged into, hopefully, the right socket. Five somewhat tangled cables. I'm no electrician, but if I can get these hooked up right, we should be in business. There are 5 sockets on the right. There are 5 sockets on the right. Plugged into, hopefully, the plugged into cables with plugs on the end. Cables with plugs on the end. And then there was light.
I'll give this to you. You do get there, eventually, despite all sensible evidence to the contrary.
I'm ignoring that. Now, this secret door must be around here somewhere. It's a powerful battery. Must lead to the main entrance. Nothing for me out there. According to Thomas, the entrance to the secret chamber should be somewhere in this wall. Nothing out of the ordinary. I suppose that's why it's a secret door. Just these small round ornaments in the wall. It's a round metal plate embedded in the wall. Aha! The magnetic force has swung open the metal plate. A mosaic of 2 dragons.
Real adventurers love a challenge. You have the chance to try the more difficult version of this riddle. Can you handle it?
This mosaic shows 2 winding dragons. Thomas mentioned a text that described just that. The door is guarded by 2 dragons. Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao the mother is twice as old as her son Yao. Well, brains and brawn. I'm the full package. Better get cracking on this. Each stone has a piece of the dragon on it, but it can be shifted around to show different pieces. There are 2 winding dragons on this stone slab. The mosaic tiles in the middle connect the dragon's tails on the left side with their heads on the right. Thomas mentioned a mysterious text about 2 dragons. The door is guarded by 2 dragons, Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao the mother is twice as old as her son, Yao. I guess the upper dragon is the mother, Zhao, so the lower one must be her son, Yao. The mother is twice as old as her son. How on earth is that supposed to help me? Got it. The body of the mother dragon covers twice as many tiles as her son's, twice as old. So that's what it meant. Ta-da!
You're beginning to scare me.
Come on, let's go. My nose is telling me this monk's been dead for some time. Richard? Richard, are you here?
Where are you going?
Wait here and don't touch anything.
What's that?
A belt pack.
Richard's?
Must be.
So where is he?
I'll have a look around. Maybe there's another exit. I don't understand any of this. He's been dead for days. I don't understand any of this. A stone column. It's a huge carving of a dragon. No idea what it's for, but I can't move it. The British Army belt pack. The pouches are empty, but it's got to be Richard's. No idea what it's for, but I can't move it. It's a huge car. A pocket knife where only... Kim, do you see these symbols everywhere?
They're hard to miss, aren't they? Do you know what they mean?
Not my area, but I've seen them before. In your uncle's notes.
Where?
In the section where your uncle wrote about Professor Hayes and the dead monk in the cave. But his notes were in that weird script of yours.
Ah, right. It says, with Hayes's help, My uncle managed to translate the characters they found on the burned map.
And? Can you translate what's written here on the walls?
I don't know. Hayes thought these weren't really hieroglyphics in the truest sense of the word, meaning he didn't think the pictures actually represented words.
So what are they then?
He believed they may have been the first real writing system, a protoscript.
Okay. Is that good? That's good, right? You can translate it.
Can't really say until I've taken a good look at it. If I'm going too slow, feel free to take over.
Sorry, I just don't know how much time we have before the guards notice the open door.
Okay. So according to Hayes, the characters don't represent individual words. They represent complete sentences.
Really?
Yes, the characters aren't arranged in horizontal or vertical lines. They're organized in squares.
How practical.
I think the characters over the door read, "Behind the gate in this room, the sleeping dragon is hidden."
So there is another exit. Where?
Maybe there's something about it here. There are 2 keys that can open the gate and unleash the dragon. One is protected by the guardians of the gate. Hidden in a far distant place, the other key is waiting for those who, in the coming age, will have the power to confront the monster. Looking through the eye of the dragon reveals the hiding place on the Keeper's map. All must beware of the dragon. Its power is tempting, but death and decay await those who cannot tame it.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
Great.
Doesn't make sense to you?
Well, I suppose aside from all the dragon stuff, we do at least know there was a key here somewhere. Richard probably used it to escape. And there's a second key. Somewhere. So, to sum up, Richard disappeared through a door that we can't unlock using a key we don't have to a place we know nothing about.
Wait a moment.
What?
The way to find the second key's hiding place is written right here. The location is recorded on a map. We'll be able to see it when we look through the eye of the dragon.
Great. Unfortunately, I don't have any dragons on me right now.
Think about it. When Hayes and my uncle found the monk, they said he had the remains of a map, along with...
A gemstone resembling the eye of a dragon.
Great to see you're keeping up.
Do you know what happened to the stone and the map?
If we believe the notes, then Hayes took the eye.
Then Hayes might still have both.
It's possible. Wherever this gate leads, Richard must be on the other side. We need to find Hayes.
It's worth a shot. Do you know where he is?
In Marrakesh. I'm sure that now that his meaningless career has finally failed, that pathetic excuse for a scientist is still hanging around there, selling cheap junk to tourists. But your conversation just now renders him essential to the cause. The Eye of the Conjure. According to legend, the green dragon eye will show us how to open the gates to Shambhala. We have been looking for it for days now. Your help has been invaluable. It seems the eye was removed from here years ago. It has been in Professor Hayes' possession ever since. We shall convince him to cooperate with us, and he will open the gate to Shambhala.
Stay close to me, Kim.
I really must thank you. You've delivered both the cartographer's notes and the perfect translator for the job. You have my gratitude, Mr. Padlock. Oh, do forgive me. I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Hannah, Countess von Hagenhild, leader of this expedition.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you, Countess. So, unless you need us for anything else, we'll just let ourselves out.
I'm afraid I'm unable to allow that. You must understand the importance of this location.
Sure. So important you had to murder a load of innocent people to secure it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Unfortunately, you won't live long enough to see the wonders of Shambhala with your own eyes, nor the power that these wonders will give us. I'm certainly not going to make the same mistake as our somewhat amateur friends in Hong Kong. I won't keep you alive any longer than is absolutely necessary. Which is around about the next 30 seconds. Take him outside and execute him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding here. Maybe we can help each other.
I'm not trying to make friends. I plan to annihilate my enemies. But take heart. My decision affects you alone. The little girl stays alive. For now. She will be very useful in helping us to translate the cartographer's notes. Grasser, take the girl down to the camp and see to it that she is made comfortable. Then send a telegram to Berlin informing the minister that we are leaving for Morocco to take possession of item 28. And tell the museum that we need to examine the original Piri Reis map. They shall make the necessary preparations.
Jawohl, Countess.
And you two, why are you still standing here? I want this man coloring the snow red.
Stop! That's far enough.
Sometimes you've got to embrace death before escaping him. Here goes nothing.
Halt! After you, young lady.
Get your hands off me.
Let's go. Back to the camp. Keep driving. Christ! Get out, kid!
Fenton! Your whiskey, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse me for asking, sir, but are you okay?
What? Why do you ask? I have a glass of whiskey, a beautiful view of the clouds. What could be wrong?
Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thanks. But the only thing that can help me now is time and another whiskey. Hello? Shop?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Professor Hayes, I presume.
No, sorry, monsieur. My name is Philippe Lacoste.
Oh, I thought... Well, I was told that this was Professor Hayes' shop.
That is, in fact, true, monsieur. Unfortunately, Monsieur Hayes has neglected to punctually pay his taxes to the local administration on numerous occasions, which is why he is now in prison while I inspect and catalogue his possessions for the French courts. If you're here to assert claims against Monsieur Hayes, I'll have to ask you to wait until I have a complete overview of his possessions.
He does have something I need. Can you tell me where I might find him?
In the gendarmerie not far from the Medina. If you exit the bazaar through the northern gate, you cannot miss it.
Thank you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It would have been too easy anyway. And in any case, the avalanche has probably cost the Countess half a day at least. Professor Hayes and the Eye of the Dragon are as good as mine. Make jewelry, buy jewelry, clean, repair, grind gemstones. You buy here now. Jamil has best prices far and wide, just no understanding of good grammar. He's probably the owner of the jewelry shop.